Welcome to 300 Thoughts. Still out in these woods, and my partner mentioned that she smelt French toast. So of course I made the joke, which it's a joke, but it's not a very good joke, asking if she had a stroke. Because there's a misnomer or a rumor that smelling burnt toast is a sign of a stroke, even though it's not, as I understand it. But that got me into thinking, what are the things for a stroke? And there's an acronym, FAST. And I was able to figure out remember half of it, which, and then I had to look up the rest. And it stands for face, arm, speech, and time. Story time, because that's what the S and the T stand for, story time. Back when I was in high school, I was a busboy for a place called Mom's Peppermill. And Mom's since passed on. That was the head of the place. Mom and her two daughters ran this place. It was a very sexist place. It was a greasy spoon, and I was a busboy, and they didn't believe in waiters. They only believed in having waitresses who were scantily clad. That was not one of the reasons I worked there. I worked there, it was actually my mom, when she was in between jobs, worked there, and then she got me a job working there, and then she got a real job. And I was still temping there, because there wasn't much you can do. I was around 14 or 15. The laws for minors and working were a bit weird. But I bring this all up. I'm not having a stroke right now. I'm not just randomly spitting stuff out. When I was working there, one of the dishwashers, or cooks, showed up one day, and half his face was just melted, kind of thing, and he couldn't move his arm. And it's like, dude, you had a stroke. You should not be at work. You should be off at a hospital. And those are the symptoms. It's your face, your muscles. You can't on one side of the brain or the other side of the brain is a little, I think it's a blood clot is how it works. And so therefore that hemisphere is having trouble communicating. So your muscles all relax on one side. So your face is kind of droopy, your arm, you can't lift it. Those are the symptoms. And then your speech is just kind of slurred, which is my usual way of talking anyway, as you can notice. Or you start messing up words, just depending on where it is. Doesn't have to have all these symptoms, but these are the most of these symptoms. And then the time part is you need to get the person to a hospital as quickly as possible to get them cured. Now I do notice there's an acronym, FASTER, and also one called BFAST. But FASTER stands for face, arm, stability. I'm guessing they're also including you could be having leg issues, so you're wobbly, talking, and then eyes, I guess something is happening with your eyes. I don't know what's happening with your eyes. And then response or so you need to get them to the hospital as quickly as possible. I just like the acronym FAST, but just the face and the arm is the ones I remember. And I'm at the age where I've actually had some friends at my age who've had strokes already. It's handy to know what the symptoms are, even though only back in high school I was able to recognize it. I don't like the new longer words. Keep it as short, because even FAST, I can't even remember what the other two were. Am I having a stroke? No, I shouldn't be joking about that. Anyway, those are my thoughts for today, and have a good one.